Now what? Oh, hello. It's just a cavern. Okay, the audio is still low, but I hear that. Yeah, I don't have enough space for that, and I don't want that. I'm okay. Oh wow, I've got a lot of enhanced rounds. I might use that at some point if I ever feel overwhelmed. Although, my main instinct is also to run. Oh, hi, Eveline. So I'm infected with the E series. Great. So I'm infected. Oh, fuck. That was a bad idea. Fuck you. Fuck you, Satan. Not today, Satan, not today. Shit. Shit! Go. Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running, running, running. What do? We run, run, fast. Okay. That worked. Fuck it, I don't need anything. I don't feel like I need anything, actually. Ow. Okay. We're just running. We're out for a friendly jog. In the mines. Fuck you. I hope that killed you. Like, 5 of you or something. Okay. Quickly look at the inventory. I don't have much. I'm going to change that to normal. Oh, this looks like an arena. Oh, this is... Oh my god, look at the size of that one. Oh, yuck. No. No, honey. No. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is... Oh yeah, that's right, I've got neuro rounds. I could stop it for now. Could probably get up the ladder if I stopped it. Okay, go. Try and get up. Hopefully it'll stop for enough time for me to get out. Oh, it tried to attack. But I got out. Sweet. Later, loser. Okay. Let's go visit Eveline, shall we? I imagine we're near the house. Hey, a crack in the wall. But yeah, it's sort of annoying that they don't give all of the information. At least to me it's annoying. I understand why they did it, but it's... Really? You give me a map now? I'm finished with it, okay? Oh, maybe I should save. Save, please. Thank you. Okay. I feel like this might be the last save point I get, so we're going to save. Save! Alright. We're back in the house. Okay, now we're back in the house. Right. So, I go the way that I was facing.
Sure thing.
Oh. Hey.
It's not here. It's gone. It's gone!
Yeah, okay. So we're getting flashbacks? Oh, is it gonna fucking explain that Mia was being controlled by Eveline? Honey, I already know. I don't need to fucking relive all of it. Oh, hey. Face! You know, I'm gonna look back at the footage and actually fucking zoom in on his face for me to see. I'm not gonna do it in the video, because fuck that, but you know. That's not where she was lying. She was lying here, actually. Fuck off, you.
This is your fault.
It's all your fault, you little stupid bitch.
Ethan, it's
Hey,
okay.
honey.
It's okay, it's me. I know.
Guess what, Eveline? It's all your fault, and here's why. You're a fucking bioorganic weapon.
Have done that!
And you fucking suck eggs, okay?
Fucking hurt!
I don't care what hurts and what doesn't. Look at my fucking Frankenstein arm.
Die.
Honey, guess what? See your fucking face?
Mommy's turn to
The lab would have been nice enough to give you a better looking face, I feel like. If they cared what you looked like. They should have cared what you looked like. Because you look like a fucking hot mess piece of shit. Oh, look at all of this shit.
Ethan, help me.
Where am I? Am I looking for Mia? Really? Fine, Alopecia, where you at? You down here? Am I supposed to be retracing my steps? Uh-huh. Supposed to be retracing my steps. So I'll go for here. Oh, hey.
One of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
Yeah, you know what this is, bitch?
Get away from me!
Yeah. Oh my god. That actually hurt? I hope not. Doesn't look like it did. But it did. It does look like it raised my heartbeat. So it might have hurt. Okay, do I go up here now? Yep. Oh, fuck off, you fucking spaz. Ah, there you are, you little bitch.
Get away! No, you don't!
Okay. So there's normal wind, and then there's... Oh. Okay, so when... Oh, for fuck's sake, get up, Ethan.
Get away!
Okay, go.
Away from me! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Come here, you little cow.
No!
Got you little bitch. And... now you're fucked. Haha. Break her neck.
You.
She's old and frail. Break her neck.
Why does everyone hate me?
She crying? Oh, it's black stuff. Okay. I thought she was crying blood for a second. I understand that you're trying to make her sympathetic, but it just comes out annoying. Like, any child that acts like that is annoying. They're not sympathetic. Was that wheelchair part of her body? Because it just melted in with everything else. Oh great. What's this? Well, I might as well use enhanced ammo. Ew! It's like Carla Radamez all over again. Remember that fucking boss fight? Ew. Stop it, Granny. Oh. Okay. Now you're turning into Excella's final form. I guess. Like helicopters. Nice. Where the fuck were you people whenever I needed you? Damn, boy. Your outfit's a mess. Huh. Hi. Ew. Look at your ugly ass face. Oh, her eye. Of course the eye's a weakness. Oh, you little bitch. Guess what? You're a little girl. So shut the fuck up. Everything's not fair. Oh, fuck you, Eveline. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, guess that fuck what? You're not allowed, man. Cause you're a fucking ugly old bitch. I would say he's supposed to be dead because physics works that way, but fuck you. Nice. Get the gun. Huh, of course. As with any Resident Evil, the end game always has someone toss you a gun and telling you to use it. Whether it be a gun or a fucking, like, you know, rocket launcher. Ah, got your face, got your face! It actually turns out that this gun is actually really weak, and it's only for this scripted event. And she's now calcified. Great. Thank God, you ugly little cow. Hooray. Calcified grandma is gone. And with that, Resident Evil 7 is finished. Thank God. Like, it's not as bad. Actually, oh wait, there's still some cutscenes. Playing it safe. And do I not get another trophy? There we go, nightmare's finally over. End of the night. I got 3 trophies, nice.
I'm Redfield. I'm glad we found you.
No, you're not. You're not Chris Redfield. Chris Redfield never looked like that. So you can go fuck yourself. You fucking clone-ass motherfucker. I'm not gonna be... I'm gonna say it's a clone, because I wouldn't be fucking surprised if it weren't. If it were. No, if it weren't. If it weren't, I'd be surprised.
You made it.
I'm not glad she made it. She can fuck off. Throw her out of the fucking helicopter. She's still infected. And so are you, technically. Let her stay. Let her stay in the helicopter. It's totally fine.
When one door closes, another opens.
Fuck off. Capcom,
A door
your
closed,
writing sucks for the end cutscenes of Resident Evil games.
but not just for me.
And most games in general that you make.
Me and I weren't the only victims here.
Yeah,
So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Eveline, who made them that way.
and you're not going to be able to tell your story.
But now Eveline's
Umbrella with purple instead of red.
dead, and these guys are here to clean up
Because
the
we're
mess.
friendly, I guess.
I had just come to terms with
Why the
losing
fuck? Why would you even use
her.
that
Now she's
name?
back and wants to start over.
Even if...
Put all this
Okay,
behind
weird
us.
spacing. Even if, like,
Maybe
even
this is where
if
the next door opens.
it's, like, bioterrorism countermeasure, it's still really stupid to name it that. Resident Evil Biohazard, yay! Because I wouldn't trust something that had Umbrella as its name. After everything that they did to Raccoon City. But yeah, here's my thoughts on this game. It's a mixed bag, I would say. So, while the gameplay is reminiscent of the Resident Evils of the bygone era, it's lacking. Very lacking. Like, it's hard to explain, really. It's hard to actually come up with words to describe this. Because it's a fun game, but it doesn't live up to the old Resident Evils, I would say. And I feel like a lot of people praised this far too much whenever it came out, because it just broke away from the whole action-packed genre that Resident Evil had made. And in this one, it feels like they threw everything at the wall to see what would stick. They had Ghost Girl, there was psychological horror in there, there was the scientific body horror that Resident Evil is known for, there was gore, which was absolutely boring. There was even sort of survival horror hide aspects in it. Like, you could physically hide from the enemies, similar to Haunting Ground or Clock Tower, but, you know, not to the similar gameplay aspects. So there wasn't actual, like, physical hide spots, evade spots, as in those games. But, yeah, it just seems like a big mess to me. Although I will say that the means of infection that they decided to use was interesting, because, well, first of all, it's a fungal infection. They never actually had a fungus infect the body before in Resident Evil, so that was the first fungus they used. But also, the terminology and the vocabulary they use for it is interesting as well. Maybe because it's like actual scientific vernacular that they use to describe it, such as mycelia and all that stuff. But I found the fungus interesting in this one. It wasn't as shite as the other ones, like the C virus being an amalgam of Ouroboros and like whatever the fuck else Carla put in it, or, you know, Ouroboros being like the T virus and Las Plagas. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be it. Like, that was stupid too. And then there's also... what was the infection in Revelations? You know, the first one. Oh, the second one was absolute horseshit. The first one... what the fuck was that infection? Although I feel like that was also an amalgam of two viruses. So, yeah, it's actually nice that they invented something new instead of relying on the old T virus or G virus or even Las Plagas. Because Las Plagas has been used quite a lot in the cinematic universe, actually. Even in Vendetta, they mentioned Los Illuminados. So Las Plagas must have been fucking used somewhere in that virus for it. Wasn't it called A virus in Vendetta? I think so. Ugh. But yeah, I quite enjoyed the... Did it even give a name? Did it give a name to what the fuck infected them? I know it was Eveline and the E-series, but it never really gave a proper name, did it? Chris Redfield, fuck off. That wasn't a real Chris Redfield. Probably some shitty clone like Carla. I've said that before and I'll say it again. Oh my god. Thinking about the whole cloning thing, it reminds me of the trailers for Resident Evil 6 when those came out. And I was like, yeah, that's a fake Ada Wong. Like, I called it then and there. Anyway, back to this game. Yeah. I enjoy the fact that they kept in moving and shooting. To be fair, it would have been really stupid if they backpedaled from that, from Resident Evil 6. I actually forgot that in Resident Evil 6 they did that. That is how memorable Resident Evil 6 was. Although this game is sort of unmemorable in many aspects. Like, as I said, I've watched people play this before, and even after playing it myself, there's only select things that I know I'm going to remember. It's going to be the first encounter with Jack, it's going to be Marguerite's boss fight, and the ship. Those are the three things that I'm going to remember about this game. Because it's happened before. So, it's really hit and miss for me, this game. I enjoyed the older Resident Evils. I played Resident Evil 3, and I've played the remake of Resident Evil 1. I'm still yet to bring myself around to playing Resident Evil 0 Remake as well. But other than that, yeah, the only Resident Evil, like, main series game that I haven't played is 2. And this does a good job of taking it back to before Resident Evil 4 with, like, the horror and everything, but it also relies a little bit too much on the gimmick of VR, because all of those jump scares were intended for you to be wearing a headset and it being right in your face. So yeah, like Eveline jumping at you in front with the camera, and like Lucas and his video where he was like all up in your face. Yeah, those were supposed to be like for the headset, and it doesn't work well whenever you're playing it on TV. And I feel like there would have been a way that they could have actually did it where it would have satisfied both. It could have satisfied both. That's enough about the gameplay. I still need to talk about the characters. Silent Hill 4 had more interesting characters. Okay? Like, Jack is kind of funny, but, well, although I couldn't really focus on it myself whenever I was playing the game, because his boss fight got me so pissed off, the first one, because, you know, it was a new kind of gameplay, I was trying to get into it, you know, eventually with Marguerite, Lucas's area, and then the other Jack boss fight, I did better, because I had a good concept in my mind as to what I wanted to do. And I'm also back to the gameplay. I'm interested in the fact that this game is more run from the enemies than recent Resident Evils, because the old Resident Evils were similar to that. And because I grew up not playing the old Resident Evils but the newer ones, I thought that I would be able to kill everything on sight. No. This game does bring you all the way back and makes you run a shit ton. Like that last area in the mines. Nope. Just run. So, yeah. I will say that was... that's something that was good about it. Although I feel like I did have a shit ton of bullets by the end of it. But I suppose that's how I play it. Whenever I play the Resident Evil Remake, I usually have a shit ton of ammo at the end of it. And I only need a handful of to actually beat the tyrant. But yeah. The characters, I'm getting back to them. Out of all of the characters, Marguerite is my favourite because she's a potty mouth and she just looks like a dirty southern bitch. Like, I'm not being racist to southern people, but she looks like she knows how to have a good time. Oh, Christ. And I love villains like that. They're just like really disgusting, but also really humorous because they're really in your face and they're like, fuck off and shit. But yeah, Ethan has no personality, and he doesn't even react to what's going on around him in the way that a normal human would in that situation. He is far too cool and collected. It's like Silent Hill 4. Henry Townsend was like that too, and it annoyed the shit out of me. Also, Mia has no characterization whatsoever. It's just like, oh, she's a secret agent, and she's also a puppet of Evelyne's. She sort of goes through a little bit of character development during the ship, saving Ethan and showing that she really cares for him despite the fact that she misled him, but by that point, you've already made your decision, and if you didn't choose Mia, it makes no fucking difference. And if you did choose Mia, it also makes no fucking difference. You're just like, guess I sorta made the right choice. So, yeah. Zoe doesn't have much characterization either. She's far they try to make her far too mysterious, and what's the word? There's a word that I am looking for that would describe the way that she talks to you on the phone. It's sort of... she's basically an observer. And making a character an observer is not a good way to characterize them. Like, hell, Ada Wong is mysterious and observes from afar, but even she gets her hands dirty. Like, you see her during the fucking story. You don't just get her for like 2 cutscenes and away she goes. Lucas... God, Lucas. Lucas was... a journey. Not a fun journey, but a journey nonetheless. Like... I don't like Lucas at all. The character is just... ugh. It's just like average psychopath, or nar. I got 12 of... oh, it's 18 antique coins. I missed 3 files? Are you serious? That's annoying. 6 hours, 36 minutes, and 52 seconds. That is 3 hours shorter than what I was told it would take to beat this game on my first playthrough. So that's interesting to know. I'm going to leave it on this screen while I finish off my, talk. Okay, so I was talking about Lucas, and he doesn't have much of a character either. It's just like he's the eccentric trap-making one. Also, can I say that the molded aren't exactly that interesting of a creature. Like, you get the fat one, you get the crawly one, you get the, big arm one, you get your standard one. Those are all boring. Like, those aren't interesting. They aren't great designs. They're just bland. Just making it look like a scarecrow with shark teeth in the mouth of it. Ugh. Like, if they looked a little bit more like the cop did, like, with his head, that would have been slightly more interesting. Slightly. If you had some of those like that, and then others look different. It's not interesting at all. Even the zombies had different kinds in the old Resident Evils. There was even different kinds of monsters. But no, not for this one. I also feel like the manor is much more contrived than it would be for the Spencer estate. The Spencer estate made more sense than the Baker Mansion. The Baker Mansion just makes no sense to me as to why they would have all these different keys, as to why the shadow puzzles are there. Lucas's room was the only one that made sense, with the button in the trophy that was turned into a lamp. That was the only one that made sense, because, it's him. But, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the character of Eveline. Because there is no character. And she's an easily forgettable villain in this entire series. Like, I suppose you could remember her as the... that's actually a good point. I was going to say that she was the first child villain, but then as I think about it, Alex Wesker... oh fuck, spoilers for Resident Evil Revelations 2... but at the end, Alex Wesker does something and she becomes younger. So, that's sort of up in the air. So, maybe she's like child villain 1.5 of the series. So, yeah. She's not interesting at all. She's like a typical brat. And I hate her. She's boring. She's like a little fucking brat that doesn't know how to, like, take responsibility for her own faults. Like, I suppose in a way she's more like a child version of Alexia Ashford, but Alexia had intelligence, she had the confidence, she had reason to believe that she was more important than everyone else, because she had unbelievable intelligence. But Eveline is just bleh, spoiled brat. Slap her. Spank her. Fucking send her to her room. Okay, I'm just gonna change this. Oh, look at this. Difficulty Madhouse. Weapon Albert 01R. So that weapon is actually a different one from the one that you use in the ending sequence. That one is actually an actual weapon. The one that you use in the ending sequence is fucking useless. Secrets of Defense. So we get more powerful defense in our second run. Additional free content, not a hero coming. No. Just no. Bitch, when this goes out, it's fucking autumn. So no. I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to say. I'm trying to think of anything else that I want to say about this game. I'll also say that the environments are lacking. There's a mine, there's a house, there's a ship. Those are... yeah. Duh. Like, the mine as the last area reminds me of Resident Evil 4. That's probably why they did it. But it's the same critique that I have with The Evil Within. If you're taking something successful out of a more successful game and putting it into yours, it cheapens the success. And it isn't going to hit second time. The ship, I feel like it was trying to give Revelations 1 vibes. Like, they fucking love Revelations. They're fucking re-releasing it at the time of this recording. It's probably already been re-released. So yeah, they fucking love that game. Is Revelations 1 on par with Resident Evil 4 with how it does and its popularity? Because it seems like they've released it that amount of times. Because Resident Evil 4 got re-released like 3 times? Probably 4 for this current generation as well. Okay, this is going to be a very long finale episode because of the amount of rambling I'm doing. But I want to get my views across because I feel like I am one of the people who are in the minority that don't believe that this game deserves the praise that it got. Because it's lacking in many places. Granted, it's places that Capcom usually aren't very good at, like the plot. The plot makes no sense. Why the fuck would you bother searching for a woman that's been missing for 3 years and told you to stay away 3 years ago? Why? And why the fuck wouldn't you just leave the place? Huh? Why do you have to do what Zoe said? I mean, after my wife chopped my hand off, I would fucking leave. I would fucking go. I wouldn't stay. I would let her burn the house down. So, yeah. Okay, to sum it all up. Gameplay, similar to the old Resident Evils, doesn't do much to mix it up. Therefore, it's like, meh, seen it before. Like, even the crafting system isn't even that interesting, it's just like mixing stuff together. Yeah. The environment and use of puzzles, it's mismatched, I feel, in the Baker household, to have puzzles like shadows and the different kinds of keys. Spencer Estate, it was, more... It made more sense. Raccoon City in Resident Evil 3, it didn't make much sense, but it still made sense in the police station because it was a former art museum. I think that was the story of it, if I'm remembering right. I'm not that big an expert on Resident Evil lore. And this game just has little nods to previous installments, which isn't bad, but I also feel like it sort of diminishes its, you know, it diminishes its appeal to me and its value if they wanted to reboot the series and make it a bit, you know, more interesting. You shouldn't really make too many allusions to the past, especially not in the gameplay. And finally, the characters were completely dull, and so was the plot. The only thing that was interesting to me was the method of infection and the infection itself. But everything else, not interesting. And that is where I'm going to leave it, because holy shit, long finale is long, huh? So, yeah, this will be my October, it may follow through into November playthrough, but yeah, this was for Halloween, and so happy Halloween everyone. Hopefully, this is actually going to be up on Halloween, because Halloween is my favourite holiday of the year, I love it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this LP, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. I still don't know what the fuck it'll be. I never do, and it's as much a surprise to me as it is for you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, peace out, bye!